just how we roll. You know what it is, what it is. How we roll. You know what it is, like that. That's just how we roll. That's just how we roll. You know what it is, what it is. How we roll. You know what it is, like that.
Late nights, real love. It's that wrong connection. Recipe to chivalry. Love ain't clean, but it's worth the scars. Late night talk, still healing hearts. Patience, pain, honesty. That's the recipe.
What's hello.
Arguments cold, but we stay right here. Choosing us when it ain't clear. From the mess to the chemistry. That's the recipe. Recipe to chivalry. Started our vibe and trust was thin. Both had walls and let nobody in. You wanted effort, I moved too guarded. Almost lost love cause pride got hardened. Doors got slammed, silence loud. Love on trial, emotions wild. Almost quit, almost let it bleed. But staying took more strength than leave. Had to learn how to fight to win. Learn how to listen, I talk again. Less ego, more empathy. That's when love started pick the lead. That's when love started cooking me. Love ain't clean, but it's worth the scars. Lady night talk, still healing hearts. Patience, pain, honesty. That's the recipe. Recipe to chivalry. Arguments cold, but we stay right here. Choosing us when it ain't clear. From the mess to the chemistry. That's the recipe. Recipe to chivalry. Marriage ain't magic, it's pressure and weight. Bills on the table, emotions debate. Some days distance, share one bed. Other days you're my peace in my head. Learning your language, not raising my tone. Showing up even when I feel alone. I protect your heart, not just your name. You see my flaws, but love me the same. If we fall, we don't run. If it hurts, we don't numb. We rebuild, we forgive. That's how grown love lives. The source is God seasoning you and me. Time plus 10, 3 funded degrees, finished dish, marriage and a family. Yeah. This for the couples hanging by faith. For the ones still dating, moving with grace. Chivalry ain't flowers or social displays. How you show up when it's hard to stay. Respecting the tone, truth and the pain. Choosing growth over walking away. This ain't fantasy, it's real life here. Love slow cook, yeah, that's how you live. Love ain't clean, but it's worth the scars. Every breakdown build who we are. Patience, pain, honesty. That's the recipe. Recipe to chivalry. From the hurt to the harmony. That's the recipe. Recipe to chivalry. Recipe to chivalry.
That's it. Hi, everybody. What up? We got V, we got John, we got Carl, we got Tim.
Yes.
Over on YouTube, it's usually Chris, and my Facebook family is always a, I don't know who we got over there. I have to click over there to see here shortly.
But short prayer real quick.
Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for another day. We thank you for keeping us. Lord, I thank you for everything. I thank you for this platform. I ask that it continue to be something that people come on and that they're interested in, so that we can kind of grow together. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen, amen.
Amen.
All right, let me give everybody flowers. Thank you, Tim. Thank you for joining, Carl. Thank you, John. And thank you, V. All right, we got everybody.
Right now,
I'm Kel.
I'm Quintella, and this is Recipe to Chivalry.
All right.
All right. Can y'all see today's topic? It's not being displayed. Hold on.
Let's see.
So he got to fix that.
Give me a second. I thought it was displayed.
It is not. They can't
right
see
here
it.
And show.
There you go.
All right.
Now y'all should see it. Okay.
All right. The question of the day: why do people ghost instead of just breaking up?
Mm. Have
And
you
that
been known to
seems
do
be
that?
something here that's been happening pretty often.
Okay. But that, you know, you gotta, do we need to explain what ghosting is?
Sure, because some people may not know.
Okay, you gonna do it?
All right, so let's see, how do we do this? Well, ghosting could be a number of things, but it's basically cutting somebody off without any rhyme or reason, just stopping all forms of communication. However you communicate, whether it's phone, text, social media, just you cut it all out. Just done.
So
Don't-
basically, you avoid breaking up with them, but you're breaking
But
up
you're
with
breaking
it.
up with them.
That's what it is.
That's
So
what
I mean,
basically what it is.
you know, I think that's the easiest way to kind of go about it. So that's what ghosting is. Apparently, there's a lot of that goes on.
Yeah. So as customary, we give you some statistics.
Okay, he's always gonna come with his statistics, y'all.
All right. So while ghosting is a universal digital era experience, research shows that distinct gender bases and nuances in motivations and physiological impact. Excuse me. Statistically, roughly about 75% of
I
both
thought
men.
that said psychological.
Psychological. She corrected me. Psychological impacts. Roughly 75% of both men and women have either ghosted or been ghosted at some point. Have you ever been ghosted?
I'm trying to think. I don't think I ever have. I know I've done some ghosting.
All righty. So
I'm trying to think.
I don't think I've ever been ghosted either.
No, you did. You ghosted me for a hot minute.
That was after a breakup, though.
It's still the same thing.
No, it's not. We broke up first. All right, so let's go into some of this. Anyway,
Okay.
So who ghosts more? You think men or women?
Men.
I think women. What do y'all think?
I think men do more ghosting.
I think women do more ghosting.
I think it's 50-50.
And let me do this real quick because I had to do this so I don't get in trouble. Hey, mama, I won't call you by your first name.
Hey.
Mama be trying to beat somebody.
Hi.
So I'm not trying to get beat, y'all.
Okay.
I do that right.
V says she think it's 50-50 on the ghosting.
You think so?
That's what she said.
Anybody else have an opinion? Men, women? Who's up? Who's down?
Who you think ghosts more, men or women? Who out there, you know?
I think it's the men.
I think so too. See, thank you, Tim.
I think
I think it's the men. I think the men be, you know, out here.
I'm gonna beat on the women. It's women. They just ridiculous out here. So
Okay. Let's see what the statistics say.
all right.
I don't know how true these. Well, we're gonna say they true, but go ahead.
So
What they
data
say?
on who initiates ghosting is split across different studies.
Okay. So okay.
So it depends on what study.
Okay.
Higher for women. Higher for women. Some recent reports suggest women may be more likely to ghost. Example, one study found that 82% of women versus 71% of men acknowledge ghosting as a regular occurrence. Ooh. Oh man, so I win again. Oh.
And you do, and I wonder why that is. Probably because the men are creepy. Or 2 minutes into it.
That's your excuse.
Yeah. Because they probably be out there trying to catfish somebody, and then when a woman find out, she'd be like, and she running the opposite way. That's why, because of all that catfishing. So that's why it's high.
All right, so what about equal occurrence?
I don't know. Let's see what that says. On the other large scale surveys, including one from Forbes Health, shows nearly equal rates, which is what Vonda said, with 47% of women and 44% of men admitting to the behavior.
That's not equal.
It's pretty much pretty.
No, that's not equal. I want my 3%.
Okay, so when they did a breakdown, on gender reasoning for ghosting, Avoidance of confrontation. For men, it was 38%. For women, it's 50%.
That's avoiding confrontation.
Yep, for avoiding confrontation.
That's the reason why they ghost.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And safety and intimidation, excuse me. 10% men, 13% women, which is like I was saying, catfishing. Man say he one thing, and that woman find out he ain't. She like, let me hurry up and get rid of this sucker just to be safe, because I don't want to die.
According to the other statistics, that will be even in your category because it's 3% difference.
You know, I can't stand him, y'all.
I'm just going by numbers.
Go ahead.
So lack of interest is why some people may ghost.
29% men.
Okay.
Only 20% women.
I can see that.
I wonder what the lack of interest is for the men. Like, what does that
look
like?
It could be a number of anything. It's just no longer interested, so they just shut it down.
So it's the interest because maybe she doesn't want to have sex with the man, because that's the only thing I can really see.
It could be anything. It could be a number of things.
Okay, we're going to continue on. Appearance or mismatch. So now this is a little weirder because it's.
I can definitely see that, but happening in the very beginning.
So when he sees the woman, so for men it's 25%, for women it's 17%. See, we be trying to. You may not be the best looking, but if we think your personality is okay, we be trying to give you a chance. Where it looks like the men like, she ain't cute. I don't like her. And you ain't even get to know her yet. You're going based off looks.
Men are visual creatures.
Yeah.
So that makes all the sense in the world to me.
Okay. Ooh.
So the other one is clingy, needy, matches.
17% men and only 10% women. Okay.
So I can see that one.
So okay.
So amongst the audience here, anyone
been ghost or be doing the ghosting?
Or doing the ghosting? Let's see, go down the line, pick on somebody.
Just pick on one.
Let's pick on.
So, can you hear me?
Okay.
Oh,
okay, so I got ghosted a lot, and I've also done a lot of ghosting, but it hasn't been in like long-term relationships. It's just been from dating. But the majority of the reason is you just don't have an interest. And as far as like, why am I doing it? Well, when I was younger, the main reason is I didn't want, I'm a nice guy. I didn't want to hurt the person's feelings. And some people, they don't take it nice when you basically tell them no. And also you got to look at it from this standpoint. A lot of people, you might have been hooked up by friends or something, or you might know a person who knows family members, and if you hurt the person's feelings in that way, it could have a negative outcome on like your relationship with other people. So a lot of times I would just would ignore the text messages and hope the person would kind of get the idea. And it's not nice to do. I've had it done to me too, but I've kind of learned to deal with it now to where like, if I sense it, I'll set up like a standard. Okay, I'll give them a few days. If I don't get anything back, just accept it as a no. Don't think about it. Just move on. It's a nice way of saying no. So I don't really see it as being bad. It's kind of childish in a way, but some people just can't handle that rejection up front, and you don't want to hurt the person's feelings. Plus, if you do tell them, they're going to start saying why, and you have to dig into other areas too you might not want to talk about.
Okay, so I got a question for you. So the ones where you are hooked up by a mutual friend and then you ghost them, you don't think that gets weird when
how does that work
when you could possibly run into this person again at a function, or your friend now they've reached out to your friend to kind of find out the reason and why
they're trying to figure out how to play the middleman between
the two, or because now they're stuck because they tried to fix you up, and maybe that the girl that you ghosted is now asking questions like, okay, John didn't get back to me, and he's not answering my calls. Do you know why? Like, have you ever been in a situation where you had to deal with something like that? Because it becomes awkward for that middle person, for the middle friend.
So not to me, but I knew I think it was a for a long time friend. She never told me why the other friend didn't like me, but she was the one that did the ghosting. And I would text her every couple of days, hey, how are you doing? You're probably busy. Are we going to hang out this day? What are your plans? And I never would get anything back. And when I finally talked to my friend, I never got a strict answer, the one that was trying to hook us up, of why that happened. But it didn't hurt my relationship with that friend too much. But it did in a sense, because sometimes I would hear that friend like joking with other people saying, "Yeah, John got rejected. John got rejected."
Right.
So
Right.
because it's a coworker and I know the person, it didn't have a good outcome, that person's going around gossiping or telling like, "Oh, maybe it's this reason, maybe it's that reason." Where if it wasn't a coworker or someone close, I wouldn't have to worry about anything being spread, any gossip or what the reason is. Like it's something where I could keep it to myself.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
See that one.
Okay. I can see that. I can definitely see that. What about you, Tim? You've been ghosted or done a ghosting?
Um, I've never been ghosted. Um, I'm definitely guilty of ghosting. But in my defense, I don't know if what they call ghosting today is what I'm guilty of.
Okay, so how does yours differ?
Okay, so I don't start talking to somebody and then just stop talking to them. I just talk to them less. So they'll text me and I'll text them back a general. I won't respond in a way that gives them an opportunity to ask me a question or anything to keep the conversation. I just
So
kind of
just general haze high.
yeah. They'll say, hey,
Thumbs
I
up.
see you. Hey,
Like that. Okay.
Well,
and
if I may,
I wait for them to say something to me, and then I give them a direct answer instead of like dipping and dodging and bobbing and weaving. Um,
I'm kind of the
that's
same
kind
way.
of like my way of ghosting. Like I just make our relationship very cold and corporate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
if
Okay.
I may, the heading says why people ghost instead of breaking up. Well, that requires a little definition or a little bit more investigation because you gave statistics on, how many men versus women do and don't, and where that stands. Well, look at it from this perspective. Can a married person ghost? Yes, to a point. Can
Okay.
a person just starting out ghost? They don't know what ghosting is. But when
We
you
just
think about it, when you get into a middle relationship and you're talking about players versus people that are just looking for a relationship, ghosting again has to be defined. What's it all about? Why do people ghost? The number one reason is fear. I think John said it, you fear of receiving the negative comments if you tell someone that, hey, this is it. But still, ghosting has so many other parameters to it because of who you are, how you've been, and how you feel about these relationships. Think of a player being in a relationship. Ghosting is not truly ghosting. It's, hey, I've had what I want, I've had enough of it, and I'm on to the next. It's not you ghosting somebody, but hey, you're left behind. You're excuse the term, you're old meat. I'm gone.
Uh,
And it's not truly ghosting. It's just that I'm a player. I'm gone.
Okay.
I
So
want to I want to I want to add something real quick though before I forget.
go ahead.
So I just thought of another reason too for the times that I think I have done it. Like I said, not in a long term relationship, but just when I'm dating, maybe for a few weeks or a month. If you tell the person, yeah, it's not working out, you're literally closing the doors on any chance in the future. Whereas if you just ghost, and I know a lot of guys do this, it's like you're leaving the doors open. Hey, I've been busy. I had a lot of stuff going on, and you never really get into detail of what that was, but it leaves the doors open in case you want to try again to build something up. That's a major reason why, besides just fear. Well, it ties in with fear because once you say that, it's pretty much done. Like some people have too much of an ego where like, oh, you turned me down. Yeah, you're honest, but you turned me down. You rejected me. I won't take you back no matter what. Whereas if you're like, oh, I'm busy. I had so much going on with the family. I've been going through a lot. You're leaving the door open to a possible never chance of having a relationship with that person.
And I'm so glad you said that. So that would be a great reason why they ghost and not break up, what the title is about.
Yes.
That, like you said, I already did that. It definitely leaves that door open instead of, you know, completely breaking up with the person and then it just being final and there's no chance to even go back.
Okay. So I want to say something. I want to expound some of what Carl was saying. So I think when you talk about ghosting, the way you were explaining it, I think there's a time lapse. And the reason why I say that is because ghosting wasn't a thing back then. Ghosting is now, well, what I mean is the word ghosting. So I think the word ghosting goes fits now with this era, as we were talking earlier, saying it's a universal digital era experience because we have so many different ways of communication, not just waiting for a phone call or waiting to physically see each other
Or sending a letter.
or sending a letter.
Like back in our day before,
Right.
there was, you know, texting and all of those things. We're now, like
You
Tim
got
was saying,
like social media, direct
Right.
texting, some of everything. So when they say ghosting, I think it hits harder with this era under the phrase of ghosting because you cut all communication off, even with the added nuances of communication. Where I can see there's people on my Facebook page that I really don't talk to often, but they see little things here and there that I post or what I'm doing, where I've gone, especially if I have put it out there for people to see. And then when you truly ghost someone, you cut them out of all that.
Because think about it, you can cut them off your social media,
Right.
so then they know, oh shoot, I'm done.
Yeah,
you know what I
can't see
mean?
nothing.
You know, or you might leave them on one social media, but cut them off on the other ones to kind of give them the hint. So they still have that, you know, one little door, but it's still not accessible.
Okay.
Just enough for you to still see my life, but you can't contact me.
Okay.
You know, so I think in the digital era with ghosting, there's so many different ways to go about doing it.
I'm quite sure there is. It's just how you do it,
right? It's
the way you do it,
the way you do it,
and
like
your intentions behind it.
Like Tim was saying, you know, he keep it real
short
to the point. Hey, how you doing? And you can do that with social media now. And
I mean, you can do that. I think you can do that even in any type of communication setting because
but nobody wants to do the face to face these days because they don't want the confrontation.
But still, think about this, right? So you and I have been dating, then we sit here face to face, and you ask me something, and my questions are very vague, or should I say, my answers are very vague. How was your day? Sorry. And now you're getting the understanding of how they say reading the room. That this is over. I'm no longer interested. I don't even care to expound the conversation anymore to keep the back and forth.
But again, like we was reading one of the statistics was saying that a lot of people don't do that too because they don't want to have to worry about
the confrontation.
That part of it. So again, that's something but that would definitely be one of the reasons why people would avoid doing it that way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's more of what we're talking about and you know, trying to get into.
So anybody else have any input before I go with some more statistics?
I just wanted to.
It's going to hit on the psychological impact and the emotional recovery behind that, because how does that affect that person? Because being told no or trying to figure out why somebody broke up with you sometimes, especially if you've gotten to know this person, you know, you thought things were going well, and then all of a sudden you start getting the hi, how you doing? I'm okay. You know, the one answer responses.
I think that will fall under needing closure.
Well, that happens a lot. A lot of people need that.
I'm not saying it doesn't.
Okay.
I'm not saying it doesn't. So women are more likely to ghost due to safety concerns or to avoid potentially aggressive confrontations, like you were saying before.
Right.
Men are statistically more likely to ghost if they feel their partner's profile pictures were misleading, or if they perceive a partner as too clingy. And I think I agree with both of those because one, it's misleading off Jump Street.
Okay, I got a question for both John and Tim, and John hit on it a little bit. He just said that the reason for him ghosting was more based off mismatch. It wasn't, or he just wasn't interested anymore. How much time did it take for you to realize that after you started dating this person before you realized, you know what, this just isn't going to work for me? Or was there a preconceived of what this person would be, and then they turned out not to be? Like,
Okay.
It's been both. There's like with long term. Once I
that was
started
both
That was for either one of you.
for John or Tim.
this isn't
Is
the
John
one for
still on
me.
there? I can't tell. We
Let's
lost
see.
somebody. No,
Can you
he's
hear me?
Oh, he's
there.
there.
Okay.
V, you ever been ghosted?
Oh, he can't. Tim said he can't hear it.
Let me see
Look at
what's
his
going on
John was
He's
talking.
on there.
Yeah, you on.
John was talking.
You on.
You got access, Tim.
You got access. I don't know why we can't hear you all of a sudden, but you got access
I don't know.
on our end. Everything's green.
Try to go out and come back in.
You can't hear me?
Everything's green on our end.
Okay, I know we lost Mom.
I can hear him.
Can you hear me?
Let's
That
see.
down there.
Yeah.
Can you hear
I
me?
can
John was trying to say something laugh aloud. Can you hear me?
No, we can't
John,
hear
we-
you.
no, I'm
Both of them
typing
went
here.
out.
You
So
can't hear me right now?
both of them
Yeah,
went
I can hear
out.
John.
Don't know
I
why.
think it's
Okay,
all
well, in the
Let me see- let me
meanwhile,
see
we'll
if
come
Carl-
back. Carl, can you hear
Carl,
us?
can you hear us? Say something, see if I can hear you.
We can't
Yes,
hear you though.
can't-
All of a
yeah,
sudden it
we
went out.
can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
What is going on?
I think
I
we lost
hear
communication with everybody.
How'd that happen? Because everything's green and looking good. He said I can hear.
He said
Everybody
hear
can
everybody.
hear. We just can't hear them. All right. So, wonder why that is. Everything looks
So-
good on both ends. And the internet is working perfectly. So I don't know what could possibly be the
Make sure
issue.
you didn't get muted. Let's see.
No, nothing's muted. Okay, so we'll keep talking and
Restream.
everything's good there.
Okay, everything is okay.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is just Kel's gonna go ahead and do the statistics. I hope this kicks in. The only thing he can do is refresh it, but I don't know if that'll knock everybody out.
Good deal. But let me read some more of this. So psychological impacts and emotional recovery. So
Marla joined. Let's see if she can hear us. Hey, can you hear us?
I was actually trying to say.
Her mic is muted. You gotta
Okay,
unmute.
Marla, you muted yourself.
Okay,
Unmute your
Tim
mic,
is
Marla.
back in.
Tim is back, but we still can't.
It's like it just went out. I don't know what that's about. All right, we're gonna try and do
You wanna try to
this.
refresh it?
Refresh it real quick. Just refresh. Hold on. If we go out, we'll just come back in.
All right, you guys, if somebody can speak.
Let me see if we
you hear
can
me?
hear y'all now.
Testing, 1, 2,
Marla
3.
trying. I'm not hearing nothing.
Say that, Marla.
Yeah, I'm not hearing nobody. Weird.
Testing.
Why is it we all of a sudden we having problems? I wonder if it's something to do with the mic. Let's read what John said. He said we
It's about breadcrumbing.
What's breadcrumbing?
I know, I heard of it.
I've never heard of breadcrumbing. Y'all about to teach us something. I can't hear anybody though. And we left and came back out.
If I heard somebody for a hot second.
And then it stopped.
Let me see something.
Check your settings real quick.
Give me 1 second.
Marla, they can't hear
Okay,
us.
audio.
We can hear each other, but they can't hear us.
That's right.
I think this one is not. Here's the mix pre-up.
It's just on. Okay, there we go.
Can you guys hear
Hello?
that?
Can y'all hear
There
Uh-oh.
we
us?
go. I'm like, what?
Yep,
Yeah,
can hear everybody
we
now.
can hear it. Walla, we got you now.
Yeah, we're back. We're back.
All right. That was weird. I don't know why it went out for a minute, but that was the weirdest thing.
Come on.
Right in
Yeah,
the middle of
I think
everything.
it switched up on us. But
Okay, so John, explain to us what breadcrumbing is.
Anybody else heard of breadcrumbing?
That's a new one. I've never heard of that.
Me either.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so breadcrumbing, it's kind of like you're ghosting. You have other options, so you might not like the person or the lowest priority on your list. So you're like, hey, I'll stop this. I got to talk to somebody else. I don't want to lose this person. So every now and then you ghost them, but you check in with them with a text, but you don't commit forward with it. Like, hey, how are you doing? It's been a while since we've been talking. You want to keep the person interested in you, but you don't want to give any commitment to like a full, sincere relationship. And I've had people do it to me, and I've even done it to people. It's like when you have other options on the table, you ghost this person, you stay away from them, but you want it as an opportunity, so you give them this little text message here and there to see if they're still interested, but you don't want to commit all the way. They call it breadcrumbing, like you're kind of leaving a trail for them to follow, but you don't want to commit. It's an actual term.
I've never heard that term. So that's breadcrumbing.
Breadcrumbing.
Oh, okay. So y'all see, I love it. Right.
Oh, did you ask why?
Yeah.
Oh, like, okay, so I want the person open as an option. I don't know if I want to commit. There's other people. So what you do is if you don't get the person any time of the day, they're going to forget about you. So you got to do something to keep them on your radar, but not enough to where you say, hey, we're a couple, like I have to stay committed to you. So you just throw them those text messages, or you give them that little bit of attention, because people always go seeking attention. It's just enough to keep them hooked, but you're not committed. That way
Okay.
you have your doors open for other things.
So basically, it's like every once in a while, hey, how you doing? I was just
Yes,
thinking about you.
yes.
Hope your day is going well. Have a great day, and that's
And then
it.
go right back to ghosting when they answer.
Oh man. That's crazy.
Oh, it just depends.
Did anybody else have a comment?
What do you think?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Anybody want to chime in on that?
I think I might be guilty of breadcrumbing then. But
So
not
everybody
really
here,
because I'm interested. Maybe just because I'm bored at that. You know what I mean? Like at that particular moment, and so there just might be someone to. You know what I mean? Like just pass time.
so for those of you who may be watching now, and those who you may watch later, if you know anybody on here, you I'm just saying, you never know. We hope not, but hey,
I
it
mean,
happens.
and you might have been breadcrumbing. They could have, you
You
know.
never know. I take it back. We call it breadcrumb. I'm quite sure everybody's done it. They just put a new spin on it, word wise. But we've all done it.
And it's okay. I mean, at this point,
I think we've all done it.
it's
All right.
okay.
I agree with you.
And I don't
So
agree.
I agree with you because if that's the initial introduction, then yes, to me it's not breadcrumbing. But
You
if you
said
are sitting there and you're casually talking to each other about becoming a couple,
it depends on what the conversation is
yeah,
looking
and
like.
then you spin off and like, well, stay right here because Tatiana looks
Just
a
looks
little
a little
better.
better than you, but you know she's
I
really
might
interested.
spin the block. I might spin the block, but I need you to stay right here just in case I decide to double back. So I think that's when it becomes breadcrumbing.
Hey, Kel and Quinn, what were y'all saying? Cause it was like complete silence. I didn't hear anything until you said, "Well, I agree with you."
Okay, so
I
that
didn't
was
hear what happened before that.
Tim. Could you say that again, please, sir?
Tim, she needs to know what we was talking about. She didn't hear it.
I agree with
It might be something wrong with my phone because I still can't hear him.
you.
Okay,
We can
so
hear
he
you.
tell
I
me.
can't hear him neither.
It's,
Can you
it's
hear me?
not your phone. I can't hear it either. I can't hear it either.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay,
Okay,
but we can hear y'all. Can y'all hear me?
We
Yeah,
could hear you. We couldn't hear what Tim was saying. We can't hear him at all.
Wow, that's crazy.
yeah.
Okay,
So it got to be your phone then, because if you can hear anybody, it could be your connection. Like if y'all on
So
Wi-Fi, some you get on certain your Wi-Fi go in and out.
I don't know, but I'm going to repeat what he said. So he
Okay,
says breadcrumbing, in his opinion, is not breadcrumbing until either party knows that the other party is interested in maybe becoming more intimate. But before that point, it's not breadcrumbing because he's just talking, having a conversation, and passing time. And I said, I agree with that. So anybody disagree?
Okay. hmm I can see that.
okay,
Okay.
okay. So we all about right there.
So let me move a little further. So psychological impact and emotional recovery. The aftermath of ghosting also tends to hit genders differently.
Okay.
Excuse me, which I think I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Emotional reactions, women are significantly more likely to report higher anxiety, loss of appetite, and lower self-esteem after being ghosted compared to men.
Okay, I can see that.
Okay, I can definitely see that.
And post ghosting, what am I looking at? Sentiment. Surprisingly, a study by the Thriving Center of Psychology found that 91% of women felt relieved rather than regret after ghosting compared to 80% of men.
Hmm,
Okay.
okay. And then healing time. While women may feel the initial sting more acutely, research suggests men often take longer to fully recover and move on from established relationships.
But that's an established relationship. So that could be a relationship where they've been in for a while. They've gotten comfortable with this person. They thought everything was going good. And then one day maybe they come home and she done moved out and he don't know why.
We got a few men on here. How many men agree with that last statistic? That men tend to have to take longer to fully recover and move on from an established relationship than women.
From it established, not just
I don't agree with that. I give you that.
of course she would.
I give you that. Okay.
Why do you feel it took you that long?
I can agree with
And
some
I
of
think,
that.
and I think that's probably why the statistics are the way they are, where with women, like you say, we're emotional. So everything for us happens in that moment, instantly. We're gonna go through every single stage of that emotion, being angry, being mad, being sad. We don't killed you. We don't went through like like everything in this in like a week. And once we get past that, and it's like, oh, okay, now I might have a few questions, but for the most part, I'm done with you. Whereas with y'all, maybe there's um a delay in what happens, and y'all don't realize what you had until it's over. And then maybe when you start dating someone else, you start the comparison, and you start to realize, okay, well, maybe I messed up, and then there's X, Y, and Z. And then y'all start to analyze the whole thing. And maybe that's where that comes into play.
So here's what I'll say. That statistic, I don't know, it's something I have to contemplate for a bit, because being that you brought up the emotional part, right?
Right.
So women are emotional creatures.
Right.
Your emotions get involved real quick.
Right.
I can see it impacting a man in the beginning very strongly,
Like how?
because most men, it takes a while for you to for us to be able to peel back and allow you to see our emotional side. So when you get that from us, it's a sacred place for most men. We don't display it often. We display it to you guys when we find it to be a safe relationship. So if that relationship breaks, me personally, I feel like, yes, it was sting so hard. Maybe even harder for women. It was sting hard for men, because we don't allow ourselves to be vulnerable like that all the time. But I don't agree with the longevity. I think because men are, for lack of better words, our lack of emotions, I don't think it would last long. And maybe go ahead. For me, it's not. Well, I ain't gonna say that. This is what I will say. I don't. I don't think it took me twice as long to trust anyone. It drove me to be very selective. Okay.
You
Hmm.
said,
Oh, yeah. Hmm.
okay, so Tim, give us a minute. He's going to have to repeat what you
Yeah, I have
said,
to repeat what
because
you
for
said
some
for
reason
some
nobody
they
can
can't
hear
hear.
you.
Okay, so Tim asked the question to me was, if my emotion was involved and broken with this person, would it take me twice as long to trust somebody to that degree again? And then the second part was, if I told them something that was very intimate between that partner, we broke up and they took and ran with it and told it in a book or whatever form, but they told it, would it take me twice as long to trust the next person to let them in like that? Would it take me twice as long? So he's referring to the longevity part that I'm talking about. I can see exactly where you're coming from. So it depends on what that was that you told. I'm speaking for more from a not a particular thing, but falling in love with someone and being vulnerable to say, I love you, and that's it. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And then that's broken. Like I said, I think it's a very hard thing to get over in the initial impact. But after a while, me personally, I don't say every man, but I'm just basing it off of men not being so emotionally driven that I don't think it's longer than women. I think we'll get over it eventually, but not that long like they're saying that it takes us longer to fully recover. I don't know. I just don't agree with the statistic.
Okay, so apparently on here, Tim, you're the only one we can actually we can hear you and you can hear us. Everybody else seems to be having an issue. Can y'all hear
each other?
Can y'all hear each other? Like V, when you come on,
Besides
Marla, can anybody else speak real quick? Because I want to make sure it's just Tim.
Testing.
Yeah, we hear you, Carl.
Can anybody hear Carl?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Can anybody hear John or Carl?
Okay, Tim can hear y'all.
V, Marla, can y'all hear? Mom, can you hear any of them speaking? Or Mom just fell off. So Tim can hear y'all too. He says
so I'm thinking it's got to be on their end or something somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're right over here. So Marla's back in.
Marla's back on.
Marla, can you hear us now? Say something. I might.
I can hear you.
Okay. Tim, say something. I want to see if you can hear Tim. Tim, say something. He said he can hear you.
I can't hear you.
Okay. Cool. You can't hear him, Marla?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what that's
about. We don't know what that's about then.
I have to repeat what it is.
So we'll just repeat whatever Tim say.
Just to see if I can hear him. I can't hear him on Facebook neither.
You said not on Facebook?
That's weird.
So Carl, could you hear Tim?
No, I can hear Marla, but not Tim.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So everybody can hear each other except for Tim. And then Tim can hear everybody.
They hating on you, Tim.
Right. Okay. Oh, we don't know what that's about.
But yeah, so for me,
the ghosting us.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He goes to everybody.
So for me, I disagree with that statistic. That's just for me personally. And Tim is just on the opposite of that scale. So I understand where he's coming from.
Okay, so since Marla just got on, I have to ask you, Marla, have you ghosted anybody?
Of course, yes. It's Marla.
Tim is shaking his head. Huh?
I am my father's child.
Y'all heard that, right? She said she is her father's child.
Okay.
Her father's child. So yeah, she's done the ghosting. Have you been ghosted?
Maybe. No, I can't say that because I went off on him and then I was like, you ain't gotta hit me back. So maybe
you ghosted. Self-ghosted. Self-ghosted.
No, she just took herself out the equation.
I just removed her.
She removed herself from the lineup.
That's a talent. Gotta be a talent.
She says she is her daddy's child. So
There you go.
Look, what you mean? There I go. She said it, not me.
Okay, moving right along.
Yes, let's move on.
So where were we at?
We dealt with the healing. We were dealing with the healing part of
Okay.
it and the sting of it, where they were saying that it takes men longer to actually heal from it. And that's what Tim was saying. Some of that, where it took him 7 years, which is a very long time to heal from his first marriage. And again, I think a lot of that is because, like Kel was saying, it takes y'all a minute to open up. And when y'all do let somebody in and then they betray that, it becomes a whole other situation from y'all. So trying to figure out whether I'm gonna let the next person in, and then how much access do I actually give them. I think that's what, and I would think that would be for anybody, but especially once you've let the person in, and then you're thinking everything goes well, and then you get ghosted or betrayed, or then it becomes, okay, did I miss the signs? Was there something there, that I didn't see? Was I looking for things that, what did I miss where I allowed this to happen to me when I thought this was a safe place, this person was safe, this is somebody I thought I could trust, and then to find out that I can't, excuse me, how that looks and how that goes long. So for me, again, I want to know, well, I would say that when we are trying to pick a partner, is it safe to say to do breadcrumbing? Is that what I got it right? Did I say that right?
Yeah, breadcrumbing.
Yeah. Is it safe to do breadcrumbing then until
It depends. I think it depends on your reasoning for ghosting. If you felt unsafe, no, I don't think you breadcrumb at all.
No, I'm just saying, instead of, do breadcrumbing. That way you're leaving your options open until you actually feel like this is the right person. Is breadcrumbing a better option? Is what I'm basically saying now.
Okay, so in my opinion, is this: if you're handling breadcrumbing under the terms of what we said breadcrumbing is, if you consider breadcrumbing having multiple partners, then
I'm not talking about sexual partners. I'm just saying
some people may hold that in the same confinement as yeah. I'm keeping my options open. I'll leave a little bit of interest here and there.
Okay, so I guess that would be another part of that. Like, on what level of breadcrumbing are we doing? Are we just like casually dating, trying to figure out who I'm?
John, he brought it up. So
are we
off basis with that, John? Could breadcrumbing also be multiple partners?
Are we talking about sexual partners? Like, what type of partners are we talking about? Okay, we may be having sex with this one person, and then the other ones are options until we figure it out. Like, what does that dynamic look like? Because for everybody, it's different.
That might be another word. That might be half caking or something. I don't know. We'll come up with some kind of term for it.
What's half caking?
I don't know. Your breadcrumbing is new to me, so I'm just going with the flow. Stirring the batter. I don't know.
Okay, he's typing. Yeah, Tim is typing. I don't know if y'all should be able to see it. It should come up on the side if you have it where
I think he's typing here.
Yeah, but if you click on the chat, it'll display on the screen. If you click back on our captures, go to captions.
Captions is that?
Yeah.
It's not that. You're talking about here.
Yeah. Have it show on. Hit the show on stream, baby. There you go. So everybody can see what he's typing.
Yeah, I jacked that up.
Yeah, he did. Now y'all back. Everybody should be able to see what he's typing, even if y'all can't hear him. And it should show up now on the side.
Yeah. So you don't like for them to early in the game try to pinpoint your movement.
Well, okay. Okay, so let me ask you this. So when you're dating, and by the way, hey Keisha, she's on over on
Let me give her
Facebook.
flowers.
Um, so when you're dating, right? What if you're dating somebody that is very meticulous about their scheduling? So let's say they have a lot of things going on and they're just trying to pencil you in into their schedule. So they're saying, hey, what do you got going on next week? Are we going to meet up next week? And they're just trying to make sure that they have
really
you in,
time
right.
scheduled.
They're inserting you into their schedule. So it's not always about, okay, I'm trying to keep track of you. I got a life outside of you also. So I may have to work, or I got meetings, so I have these things going on. So what's the plan? What do what does it look like for you this week?
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So for those who can't hear Tim, his question is, when does a casual conversation just become a casual conversation? Why does it have to lead to, are you ghosting me? Are you breadcrumbing me? For him, he's saying that he doesn't like to be tied down to a schedule of having to answer to someone the forecast of his day. He likes to be in control of his day and his time. My wife responded with, what if someone's time oriented? And he said he doesn't have a problem with that because then it allows him to do exactly what he said, be in control of his time and tell you, I am available at this time, this day, and either it works or it doesn't. And if it doesn't, we'll schedule another time. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a
Okay.
problem with that at all.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I hate that. Anybody else? Because I hate that y'all can't hear Tim, but we working it out, y'all.
Yeah, we're working it out.
As long as y'all can hear each other, that's all that matters on that end. For the most part,
Keisha,
yeah, she was.
have you ever been ghosted or did the, I know you did the ghosting.
You know she did the
I know
ghosting. She
you
just
did
did
the
the ghosting here recently.
All right, I'm gonna be quiet on that one. We're gonna talk about that one on camera. All right, all right.
She'll tell you. She always ghosting somebody.
Well, ghost itself. I'll call you Casper.
Oh, yeah, that's need to be her new name, Casper.
C stands for Casper.
Mhm.
Casper Blunt. That's what we're gonna call you.
That's a good one. Look, she laughing. Look, because she know it's true.
Right.
She'll ghost you in a heartbeat. Get on her nerves. Say
So,
something she don't like.
I'm gonna address Carl now because I think you came off as the one being the player back in the days that didn't like calling it ghosted. So what did you call it back then?
As you said, the term ghosting didn't exist back in my dating day.
Right.
Had no name for it.
No name. Just being a player, huh?
Just being a player.
All righty. Anybody else? Wait. Did somebody ever play you? Did you ever get so-called ghosted?
Players don't get played.
Okay.
Good answer. Good answer.
Okay.
Keisha
said,
Casper, talking about don't put her on blast.
Okay. All right. My bad.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right, Casper.
Yeah,
We won't.
They might be watching.
Oh, I hope not. But okay.
So anyway,
they wasn't invited. But okay.
oh, Lord have mercy. But anyway, Anybody else? Any input on the cup? Let me cut Marla on.
Hold on, wait a minute. Is she on? Okay,
she
yeah,
did.
she already did. Look, I'm just saying, like,
So Marla, what are your reasons for ghosting? What is your big pet peeve where you feel like, okay, I have to ghost this person?
Either the conversation got boring or they was just boring. I get bored easily, so if I get bored, I'm just like, all right, I'm done, and that's that.
All
So
it
if they
takes is for you to get.
don't, then that's that.
so if they
So
ain't got no personality.
if I'm over here having a conversation with you about why the sky is the color, and you say something else, and you're not enduring in my shenanigans, you're boring. I got to go.
Lord have mercy.
Marla sounds like a player, also.
She used to be. She got taken off the game now. She got taken off the chess piece.
Yeah, Marla's not on the board anymore.
That
But
chess piece
back
has
in the
been
day,
removed.
yeah. And she didn't lie. She did say,
So you more like your mama.
No, she said her daddy.
Ah.
She did not say she was like her mama.
Ah.
I know y'all all heard it. She said it publicly, and it came out her own
like
mouth.
Her
She said she was like her daddy, not her mama.
Shiver me timbers.
So that's what that is, not me.
Anybody else? What's up? Oh, we over an hour.
Yeah, we're over an hour today, but that's okay. This is a good one. I appreciate this one. But what we are going to do is start shutting it down because like I said, we're going to be good about this whole hour thing.
Yeah, we at the 1 hour mark.
I know he'd be mad. He'd be like, quit. I'd be like, I know it's getting good. They just going to have to come back with their other stuff. But we're going to keep it at our hour. Most definitely. We're going to follow this whole algorithm. For me, say it for me, baby.
We appreciate you guys. I'm Kel.
I'm Quintella.
And this is
Recipe to Chivalry. Good night.
Good night. Thank you guys.
I'm shutting you down.
Please like, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend.
Yeah.
Safe space to come talk about anything.
Recipe to
Right?
chivalry.
Good night.
Love ain't clean, but it's worth the scars. Late night talk, still healing hearts.
Hey, Tim.
Patience, pain,
We made that.
that's the recipe.
We made this.
Recipe to chivalry.
We did this. We wrote this.
But we stay right here. Choosing us when
Yeah.
it ain't clear. From the
We did everything.
mess to the chemistry, that's the recipe. Recipe to chivalry. Started our vibe and trust was thin. Both had walls and let nobody in. You wanted effort, I moved too guarded. Almost lost love cause pride got hardened. Doors got slammed, silence loud. Love on trial, emotions wild. Almost quit, almost let it bleed. But staying took more strength than leave. Had to learn how to fight to win. Learn how to listen, I talk again. Less ego, more empathy. That's when love started pick the lead. That's when love started cooking me. Love ain't clean, but it's worth the scars. Lady night talk, still healing hearts. Patience, pain, honesty. That's the recipe. Recipe to chivalry. Arguments cold, but we stay right here. Choosing us when it ain't clear. From the mess to the chemistry. That's the recipe. Recipe to chivalry. Marriage ain't magic, it's pressure and weight. Bills on the table, emotions debate. Some days distance, sharing one bed. Other days, you're my peace in my head. Learning your language, not raising my tone. Showing up, even when I feel alone. I protect your heart, not just your name. You see my flaws, but love me the same. If we fall, we don't run. If it hurts, we don't numb. We rebuild, we forgive. That's how grown love lives. The source is God seasoning you and me. Time plus 10, 300 degrees, finished dish, marriage and a family. Yeah. This for the couples hanging by faith. For the ones still dating, moving with grace. Chivalry ain't flowers or social displays. How you show up when it's hard to stay. Respecting the tone, truth and the pain. Choosing growth over walking away. This ain't fantasy, it's real life heat. Love slow cook, yeah, that's how you live. Love ain't clean, but it's worth the scars.
So that's us.
Break down, build who we are.
you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's the recipe.
Thank
Recipe to chivalry. From the hurt to the harmony. That's the recipe. Recipe to
What you said? We got an AI singer.
You know I can't sing.
Right. We ain't no singers. Yeah. We got